Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. We're calling back, waking up the echoes here.
What happened?
It's a rare treat.
I missed you, Andy.
As do I. Miss doing shows with you. This was a dynamic duo at one time.
Well, it's still a dynamic duo. We got to bring out the retro every once in a while.
This is true. Just to make sure that we can still do it.
The OG. So,
good to see you today.
Yes.
Obviously, there's some weather issues going on in and around. We were supposed to do a on location with the Auburn Blitz today, but it's gonna be a little drenched, and so. Well, like I said, we're just throwing it back. And
where we were supposed to be, at a golf course, it just kind of, no pun intended, dampens things a little bit. So we'll be back down at Stillwater's and could possibly be back Monday. We'll see as far as schedules go and all. But definitely wanted to be down there during a time that, there's people. And, again, we want to encourage people to go to Prime Steakhouse. If you haven't been to Prime Steakhouse, you have missed out to this point, I promise you. But it's not too late to go do that. You can change that by going to Prime Steakhouse, and they have great – where else would you want to go for Father's Day than the Prime Steakhouse?
I don't know many fathers that wouldn't enjoy a nice, juicy steak.
That's exactly right, and all the other stuff that they have down there, Andy. But just a great place. We will be back down at Stillwater's and Prime. Just a little bit of weather situation going on today kind of inhibited us from being able to do that. So we'll be back for sure.
No doubt. A lot going on. Obviously, recruiting is still an issue, and Auburn looking to maybe get another commitment on Friday. The Pace kid out of Maryland. His teammate committed to Auburn on Wednesday. Is it Canaire?
It's Nair Crum. I think it's Nair Crum.
I'll take your word for it. Nair Crum, safety prospect. Now James Pace III, going to be choosing between Auburn and Tennessee and maybe even Colorado. Throw them in there as well. So, but this recruiting class just continues to get better and better. And Alex Golis is doing a fantastic job. So it fluctuates day to day, but Auburn's got a top 10 class right now. Looking to even get better. Yeah,
it's going to get better, Andy. It's, we talk about it every morning on the podcast, and I know you guys do too here when you're on. And what we're seeing right now from Alex Golis and the staff is something I didn't think any of us thought we would see in June of his first year, especially coming off of 5 consecutive losing seasons. He's not responsible for any of that, obviously, but he's having to deal with the fallout, just like any coach coming in behind, some guys that weren't able to get it done. But if Auburn's going head-to-head with somebody right now, they're getting them. That's the crazy thing. We were on the road yesterday.
And it ain't Middle Tennessee.
No, it ain't Middle Tennessee. It just shows you that Auburn is, and with the new GM scenario in college football now, they're really putting that to work. And we were at the 7-on-7 at UAB yesterday and talked to a couple of Prattville kids, and obviously Deshaun Hall, all eyes on him. We talked directly to him. Now, some things I can't say that he told us in confidence, but it does feel pretty good for Auburn. But as we were there, some things transpired with another college with him while we were there. And it wasn't UAB, by the way. They were just there playing in the 7-on-7. But
what position is he playing?
He's wide receiver.
Okay.
He's massive. The interview he had with Faith will come out tomorrow at 2:00 on our YouTube channel. So make sure you go check that out. And you'll get to hear him say, I'll give a little tease. He is very driven. He wants his desires to be the best wide receiver whatever school he goes to. He wants to be the number one wide receiver in that program's history. And he talks about the things that he's doing to try to get to that point, and why he's so driven. And
he's physically capable of doing it.
He is physically capable of doing it, and that is a big guy.
Okay.
And so, you'll see tomorrow. And Faith and I took a picture with him, and we'll post that on our social media. But he's a almost 6'5" wide receiver, and just very athletic. Just from his head coach, he talked about how much Alex Golish has placed a priority on Deshaun Hall. I know there's 30 other schools that have placed a priority on him too. He's got 31 offers. He's also got a bunch of basketball offers, and he's only been playing football for a couple of years, and that's how many offers he's gotten. And the other school to watch for him is Penn State right now. He was scheduled to go to Tennessee this weekend, and he canceled that visit. We talked about that on the podcast the last few days, but he talks about why he did that in the interview. We'll let everybody kind of watch that. But the team to watch is Penn State. I mean, Penn State is really, really putting the pressure on and really making it tough. And, I think Auburn has an edge because of the proximity. But this NIL thing's real. And if it's to the point where it is so much more than what your second school's offering, sometimes that's gonna win out. And the only thing that you got to think about, Andy, for these athletes and these families, that it's hard for them to think long term when they're getting some of the money that's flashed in front of them right now. If you go out somewhere where you're not 100% in, and I'm not saying if he went to Penn State he wouldn't be 100% in, but you're a long way from home.
Yeah.
So it is difficult for your family every weekend to get to get up to Penn State and watch. Whereas if he goes to Auburn, it's an interstate drive. It's a 45-minute interstate drive to get to Auburn. So,
Happy Valley's out in the middle of nowhere,
and it's in a pasture, a group of pastures, and so that's one of the things. If the money's so much better, then obviously, it can win out. But you also got to think long term of where you're happiest and who you're surrounding yourself with, and the money will come. Even if it's not as much as the other school right now. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm just –
Well, here's this, this is what you run into. Now in recruiting, it only takes one school.
It does.
And one school might be, just so happens that X school out here has been saving their money, or it just happens to be a year where they've got some freed up money, and it only takes one offer, and they come in, and you're trying to find a D tackle here and a different position here, but this school just comes in out of nowhere and says, well, you know what, we can offer, because we've got this stockpile, we'll just offer whatever it takes to get this guy, and that's what you run into. That's what you're dealing with. And it only takes one school, like I said.
It does, and it can skew the whole market.
Yeah.
And look, can't blame a guy for taking the offer sometimes, but you also gotta be level-headed, man, and you got to go. That's great, but there's more to this thing than just money. So to give a hypothetical, let's just say Auburn's offering him $700,000, but Penn State comes in and says, well, we want to offer you $1.2 million. Well, that's $500,000. That's $500,000 more dollars. That's a lot of money, and it's a lot of money to anybody out here in the world, especially to somebody that's 18. But are you 100% in and loving Auburn and 80% in at Penn State? But the money, is that enough to offset that? And can you see yourself? I mean, I'm just throwing hypothetical stuff out there. Or could you go, let me go to Auburn for $700,000-800,000, and then next year bump it to $1 million if I perform? I don't know. I mean, all that's in play. But
how many times do you see professional athletes take less money to stay in a place? You see it all the time. Now, there's a difference between a 27, 28-year-old man that has experienced it than an 18-year-old kid that's never had any kind of money in his life.
Right.
So it's a much harder decision to say leave $500,000 or whatever, $400,000 on the table.
Taxes, 1.7 to 800,000 versus 1.2 or 1.3. And again, these are hypothetical numbers. I'm not saying these are the numbers that are on the table, but we're just using that. Well, by the time you get taxed on that, the difference in those numbers, I mean,
and different states are different taxes.
That's right. I mean, you gotta look at that too. So
that's why you need an agent or a lawyer.
And that's
somebody.
why they do. I had one kid look me and Faith in the face the other day and say, well, after I talked to my agent, and this, that, and other, and it's like, man, it's just kind of surreal that you're talking to a high school kid and the agent is dictating where they announce, when they announce, and all that kind of stuff. But like you just said, you need somebody that you can trust to lead you in all this stuff, because if you're just out there ham-scram making decisions, there's a good chance you're going to make some mistakes.
I don't like it. I wish they weren't a part of high school and college, but you can't. The kid needs that right now. That's just the bottom line.
I don't know. I kind of had a moment yesterday leaving there. Faith can back me up on this. We were riding back. I'm just disgusted, man. Like, I just hit and not at those kids at all, but just the whole process. We were in a conversation, and I'm like, man, what world are we living in? Where, I mean, we come out here and we bust our butt and do things and try to go through and I'm all for people getting as much as they can, and people have other talents than others and they take advantage of it, and that's all well and good. But, man, it is still hard to digest when you're talking to 17 and 18-year-old kids and they're going, yeah, well, they're about to get $1 million, $2 million dropped in their lap. And, again, good for them and their families. Not so good for all the rest of us that tried to go about and, try to do things. It's just like skipping the line. It almost just feels like you skipped the line, man. Nobody likes a line skipper, Andy.
No.
In school.
That's the way fights start.
How many fights started in school when somebody skipped the line, man? I mean, it's what it feels like. So.
Yeah. We are up against our first break here, but we'd love to hear from you, 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top-quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new GMC Sierra 1500 with savings up to $15,750 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New GMC Sierra 2500 HD with savings up to $10,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. We are brought to you each and every day by Sense of Green, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sense of Green. They are the carrier dealer in this area, as well as J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small, commercial or residential. For all your needs, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. And finally, the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. For all your personal injury needs, they are always looking out for your best interests and would love to help you out with any of your legal issues. That is the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, 334-604-7927.
Talked to Glenda yesterday. I tell her, I say, I can't go anywhere without seeing her at least 20 times.
Yep.
I said, I feel like you're in the car with me wherever I go. So, but that's reaffirming that, they will come to you, and they are the best in the Southeast. Her firm, all of her team, and they do such good work. And so many of you have commented on our show how much she's helped them already, and that's good to hear. And again, check her out, GlendaMitchellLawFirm.com.
Definitely. Well, we were talking during the break, just about this and that, and players committing and whatnot. But college football, it is what it is, but it may be changing. It looks like there's at least some sort of legislation. Now, that doesn't appear that the SEC or the Big Ten is a big fan of it.
No, not big.
But it is actually going to the Senate, at least.
Well, it's written. There is specific verbiage written in there against the Big Ten and SEC, pretty much saying, look, y'all have had a stranglehold on sports in this country for a long time, and now we need to make sure everybody's got a seat at the table, and that y'all don't strong arm everybody. In the SEC and Big Ten have already come out in a joint statement and said, "Nah, don't really care. We don't agree with this," and it's part of it. I mean, it's one of those things. Here's the statement from the SEC. From the outset, we identified a set of essential revisions to the PCSA necessary for long-term sustainability of college athletics. We have worked with both majority and minority staff to advance those revisions with focus on better supporting student athletes and stabilizing the college sports environment. We continue to believe revisions are needed to secure our support for the bill. The revisions, the main revision, Andy, is the one you brought up, and it deals with the revenue sharing from the networks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that is one of the biggest deals for the SEC, and it has been for a long time. I mean, this goes back to the 80s.
It does.
When TV rights went to the conferences and stopped being, from the NCAA, then conferences started signing their own deals. Then that became this explosion of revenue into these conferences, and obviously you got the SEC now signing this huge deal with ESPN. You got the Big Ten signing their huge deal with Fox. You got Notre Dame signing with NBC. Yeah. I would imagine Notre Dame is not going to be too happy about that either, because the language is that if and now apparently it's the way that it's written. I haven't read it, but from what I understand, the way that it's written is that you can voluntarily, if they decide as a football entity or whatever, as the entire all conferences put together, decide to pool the television revenue and spread it out equally among the teams.
That's all great for the one. Like, put the shoe on the other foot. What if the Big Ten and the SEC were in the Pac-12 and which doesn't really exist anymore, but the Big 12 and, say, ACC? Shoes. The shoe was, everything was reversed. Well, you know what they'd be doing? They'd be all for this. And the ACC and the Big 12 would not be for it. Because in the business world, I'm all about equality across, but in the business world, because you're the biggest and the most successful, you shouldn't have to distribute what you've earned to everybody else to make equality. I'm sorry. I mean, that's the world we live in, and it says – it creates opportunity for schools to sell their media rights as one large entity rather than conference by conference. Why would the Big Ten and the SEC ever agree to that, man?
They would.
Andy, that's like you sitting over there not doing squat, and everybody else is working, and you go, well, I want my piece of the revenue that comes in, and it's like, okay, I hear you, but what have you done? And
this is essentially like every university taking care of every other sport.
That's exactly right. That's what it is.
Which they do with it, but still, now you're talking about doing that in football. And every group of 5 team is going to be for that. And it's like, absolutely, that is a great idea.
It's the best idea I've heard ever. And, it says in here, which is intended to help fund less profitable sports and close the significant financial gap between most of college sports and its 2 biggest conferences, the SEC and the Big Ten. It specifically names them. And so they're like, well, why should we prop everybody else up? That's really what it's saying. I mean, it is – I mean, I don't know how you can prevent things from going in the direction they're going. I mean, the Big Ten and the SEC are only going to get stronger. They're only going to get bigger. Everybody's only going to want to play there more. And I'm sorry that the Big 12 and the ACC have been watered down and they aren't as attractive as the other 2, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know what else the Senate is basically going to force this. And so why would you expect a response other than what you heard from the SEC?
I think there's some other language in there that says the Big Ten and SEC can't expand anymore.
I mean, why are
you going to put a cap on it?
How can you say that? I mean, how can you say, well, y'all are good where you are?
Well, I mean, so what? Are there 20 teams now in the Big Ten? I can't. Or is there 18?
First of all,
is there 18 or 20?
I don't know because the conference names are stupid.
Yeah, they are.
They're just stupid.
But, so we're talking like, what, 36 teams between the Big Ten? Let's conservatively say that. 36 teams between the Big Ten and SEC?
Yeah.
This sounds like this point where that thing that we've been talking about for now 10 years, where the SEC and the Big Ten just go, okay, you want to pass that? Fine. Go ahead.
We're out.
We'll just go do what we want to do. We'll make up our own rules and we'll abide by them. So.
Why not just go ahead and destroy all of college sports as we used to know it? Just go ahead and destroy
Just go ahead. Blow it up. Let's start over.
We should have known when the conference names stayed the same and you have teams from the West Coast going to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And vice versa. It was stupid.
Now, if the Big Ten and the SEC were to go away, guarantee there'd be teams from the Big 12 and the ACC saying, take us with you. Take us with you, please, please,
Those
please.
conferences are gone.
Yeah.
It all dissolves.
All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. Just about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. Go and check out their website, steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. They got daily lunch specials. They got specials going on, I would imagine. They got something pretty big coming up for the 4th of July. So go and check them out today. They got tremendous food. You can get it to go. They'll prepare it for you. on Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. All right. You look down, and I talked about this with JJ on Tuesday night, but I realize it's June, and I realize you can say 1,000 different things to qualify this.
Yep.
But just to look at the recruiting rankings and see Alabama dead last in the SEC,
it's wild.
It brings. I don't know why, but it brings us. I have to look at it and just go, that's just jarring. But I know it's a smaller class. I know all this.
Yeah.
I get it, but still.
Here's the odd thing about the 8 commitments they've got. 2 of them are quarterbacks.
Yeah.
2 of them are tight ends.
Right.
2 of them are running backs. I mean, you got to go get 2 of every position. Is that what? And I mean, did somebody tell? And look, I'm not going to say I was around a lot of coaches yesterday, and I had another coach from another high school come up to me, and they knew we were there in a dual role yesterday. I guess we were there for the HSA stuff, but we were there for Auburn Blitz for sure. He walked over and spoke and stuff, and he was very complimentary of Alex Golish. And now, again, you got to remember, and I'm not naming names, so y'all try to get it out of me. I'm not going to tell you. But prominent coach here in the state, and we were just talking about, how's Alex Golish? How's he been received? And he's like, man, he said, this guy is amazing when he shows up. He said at one point in time, I can't remember when it was, back early, maybe earlier in the year, maybe February, March, whatever. He had Kirby, Kalen DeBoer, Alex Golish, and there's one more in the school at the same time, there to see some of the kids there. And so he said, so he was talking about each one of them. And I said, well, how's Kalen DeBoer? I said, because I got some Alabama friends that are concerned about where they're. He said, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. He said, it's like talking to a log, man. He's like, no emotion. And I'm not saying that. If I tell the truth to what he said, I mean, I'd also tell everybody what if he'd had something
like
bad
on TV.
If had something to say about Alex Golish, I'd tell it. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I mean, trust me, we had plenty to say about Brian Harsin.
Yeah.
No kidding. Who can we not ever bring that name up again? But he was just saying, look, man, he said he is what he is. He's like, it's just not very dynamic. And he asked him if he wanted to go. He said he asked him if he wanted to go over and see one of the kids that he was there to see like everybody else. And he said, oh, okay, I guess. And he's like, well, do you want to go there or not? I mean, it's like, tell me, like, you're the one here. I mean, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, but if it's putting you out or you need to go somewhere else, then by all means. But it just, again, I think everything you're hearing from Alex Golish and people that talk about him and the staff is, how well received he is and, how deliberate and intentional. And he uses that word a lot with us when we're in press conference and stuff, but how intentional he wants his staff to be in targeting guys and, not losing a guy and going into a battle recruiting going, oh, well, let's just hope we can. He said, no, we think we're going to be the team that wins the battle every time. And he said, if you don't have that mentality, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
And he's right.
Well, we're 0-2 versus DeBoer, so that's going to have to change.
Well, that's right.
That better start changing.
Well, and last year,
yeah.
I mean, if you just decide not to sleepwalk for an entire quarter in the first quarter,
that would be nice.
The rest of the game, Auburn really kind of took it to them. I mean, and you just got in such a massive. Why you got to get down 20-0, man? I mean, what is it? Before you fight back and. But anyway, that's old news. But you're right. I mean, that narrative is going to be the only narrative that matters. Is that can you finally get a W again against some of your biggest rivals that you hadn't in a while?
Well, it's nice to see us start loading up some top 300 type offensive linemen. That is so nice to see. It's so refreshing. And if you want to win my heart, Alex Golesh, you're heading in the right direction.
Well, he's doing the right thing because he knew it was a problem for so long. And I think he's a guy that does his research. He knows where he is and what Auburn's problems have been. And he also understands what it takes to be a winner at this level. And it's always about the lines of scrimmage, Andy, and Auburn has been deficient there. Not so much on the defensive side as the offensive side. They've been able to go out and get some pretty good guys on the defensive line throughout this stretch, but not so much on the offensive line. So he is making that a priority. He said that in the spring to us. He said this is a priority for our team, is to be able to where you're in a close game against somebody that's your equal, instead of trying to be gimmicky about how you're going to call a play, you just line up and run over somebody. You say you need 2 yards in the red zone, you go get it. Because you got the type of players up front that can go get it for you.
Boy, that'd be nice. We've been trying to trick people for about
that's the thing.
12, a dozen years it seems like, but
you take all the trickeration out when you just better up front and you go, we ain't got to do all that. Let's just line up. And you know what? If they stop us, kudos to them, but they probably not.
Yeah.
So,
all right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
During Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Jurassic Challenge, replace your system by July 31st, and you could win up to $2,500 back for the oldest HVAC system or $1,000 for the oldest water heater. Call Dixie and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. Only a couple more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all you out there being with us. 256-234-6221 is our number here if you want to give us a call, by all means. Jackson Coyven going to play in the U.S. Open after he led Auburn to yet another national championship. Great interview you guys had with Coach Kleiner.
Yeah, Coach Kleiner's a great guy. He's been really good to all of us and, really good friend of the show. And appreciate what he does. And, man, right now, and I said this, and I know Faith and I were talking about it before she interviewed him, but, it's hard to get to a national championship. Then it's even harder to win it. He's been to 2 out of 3 in the last 3 years, and he's won both of them. And you can say, well, what does a golf coach do? Well,
did he win the SEC?
I know.
That'll tell you how hard it is.
Yeah. But the thing about him is that, and he talks about it in an interview, I know a lot of you've seen it, he said that, it's hard to stay calm out there for those guys. There's so much pressure. And, he said, I can't show that because they're watching me. And that's hard to do. I mean, and golf is different than baseball or football or basketball where, if you Stephen Pearl, your head's, beat red and you're mad and you sling a stool or something. And, football over there, you sling your headset and you scream and there's 80-something thousand people. And same with baseball where you kind of can walk away and go back there in the back of the dugout and sling a bat or helmet and get your frustrations out. Man, golf, you can't do that, man. And you can't really go over there and say, you can't be pumped up either. You have to stay even keeled. So all your emotions are still the same as those other sports, but they have to stay bottled up because that's just the way that game is played. And to recruit the way he does and obviously push those guys to be the players that they are, he's a tremendous coach. And he's just always so welcoming and willing to sit down with us, whether it be on the podcast or whether it be on the show here at noon or whether it be a sit-down interview like with Faith.
I meant to submit a question, and just be honest, Coach Kleiner. Is it that you just like being on TV, or why is it that you're always following Coyven around the course?
Yeah, exactly. And he kind of mentioned that in another interview. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but I do remember in another interview he said, I'm always with Jackson, and he gave a reason why he's with him. That's a pretty good one to be with.
Yeah, I wonder if Jackson is one of those that just – he really likes talking out,
stuff,
kind of bouncing ideas off during the match.
Well, if you watched him in that championship match, Kleiner was out on the green looking at stuff, and then he'd go over and,
it's basically his caddy.
It's basically what he was doing. I mean, he's kind of like, I think you're right. I think, it's kind of in his nature to be a little bit analytical and all that kind of stuff. So.
I think Coach Kleiner just likes being on TV.
That's probably what it is.
That may be what it is. But yeah, so that's good. Baseball. We hadn't been doing a show together in so long, but baseball came up a little short this year. But World Series has been. I asked JJ, is it better to miss out on the World Series or to go and just get embarrassed? I mean, I hate to say it, but good grief! I mean, you give up 24 runs, you score 2 in 2 games.
I'm telling you, that was
not a good showing for Alabama.
Not at all. Again, how many times?
But good for Troy.
Troy is they won a game.
They did.
They didn't go out there and get blank 2 and Q, and so one of those things that you look at as the goal is to. It's like the Final Four. You make it to the Final Four, you've had a successful year. Only one team's going to take the trophy away. Kind of the same with Omaha. You make it to Omaha, you're one of the top 8, and you got an opportunity for a national. You can't play for a national championship unless you make it to that venue. So it is. It's a great feat. But once you, and I kind of said this about Auburn's situation about making the super regional. It's not about making it super regional now is a given for Auburn. And really, it's really beyond that. Auburn's been to a couple of World Series, and they haven't played the best either. So when they go out there, now the goal is not to just make Omaha. It's to go out there and try to win the dang thing, man. And it was paved for Auburn pretty well. And it's unfortunate the way things lined up that Auburn wasn't able to take advantage of, a second consecutive super regional at home, not able to win a game. They're 0-4, Andy, in super regional games at Plainsman Park.
Number 4 seed 2 years in a row got regional, super regional at home. He ain't won a game yet, so it's not a good. And I wrote an article about this, and it's just a legitimate question: has Butch Thompson hit his ceiling at Auburn?
I'm afraid to say
next year.
So I think it's
next year will tell the tale.
They've got to make a change with the hitting philosophy, man.
Now do you make a change as a hitting coach?
Everybody likes Gabe Gross, and you got to take the emotion out. When you go in and do a job evaluation, is Auburn doing what it needs to do at the plate? And right now, I'd say no.
Well, Auburn's added a pitcher from Arizona. They added an infielder from Iowa. And I think they added another pitcher from maybe South Alabama, if I remember right.
Auburn's hot on the trail right now, getting guys out of the portal and stuff like that. And,
I wonder what they bring back. I mean, I know you probably lose Rembert. You probably lose Guevara. And I'd love to see Petrovic come back, but you probably lose him too. Who else do you lose, I wonder? But
I think, you've had a couple go in the portal, Bristol Carter and, maybe a couple more that really didn't get a lot of playing time. But, I think you're going to return a majority of that team. And then you add some pieces in there, some better bats up and down the lineup, and, you pretty much keep that pitching staff the same. You should be – I've seen some preseason number 1 rankings for this Auburn baseball team.
Well, you got to figure Cormier's probably going to be a starter next year.
Yeah.
And he was,
I thought he came in and did real well.
So. Yeah, so that would be really good. So, we got to take one final break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this rainy Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. It is the 18th day of June. On this day, 1960, Arnold Palmer staged the greatest comeback in tournament history, erasing a 7-stroke deficit in the final round of the U.S. Open at Cherry Hills. He won his only U.S. Open 2 strokes ahead of Jack Nicklaus.
About that.
From what I understand, there was like a, I think it was a newspaper writer, some kind of commentator or something, wrote something, I think, like he was 7 back or something. They wrote in the paper like that day. It was like, he's the biggest choker and this is such an embarrassment, yada, yada. He's for his talent, he this and that. And
yeah.
And it made him so mad that he went out that day, and it was just like, he had the greatest round of his life, apparently. But that was that was Arnold Palmer. If you tell him he couldn't do it, he was going to do it.
He was going to do it.
1977 on this day, Reggie Jackson and Billy Martin get into a physical altercation in the dugout. I believe Billy told Reggie Jackson to bunt, and he would not do it.
He wouldn't do it.
So what? I miss
Billy Martin.
I know.
How many times did he get fired from the Yankees?
I think he was a manager 5 times. I think. But I miss those days when a manager and a player would fight in the dugout.
Well, Billy Martin got into all kind of fights.
He did at that. He was a volatile guy for sure. 1986, on this day, June the 18th, Dandy Don Sutton wins win number 300 of his illustrious Hall of Fame career.
Yep.
The 19th man to get 300 wins. Now, been quite a few since then, but
Right.
I don't know if we're going to see one in the rest of our lifetime.
No, I don't think we will.
I mean, Verlander maybe got a chance, but I don't. I kind of doubt it, really.
That's tough.
Yeah. That's hard to do now.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, and you don't see complete games anymore either. Those are gone.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going 9 innings.
Nah.
Unless
you're paying so much for a closer, you got to let him pitch.
Well, but unless there's a guy got a perfect game going or something like that.
Yeah, rare instances.
Right.
Happy birthday today, George Mikan, one of the early stars of the NBA. First, true big man.
Yeah.
Born on the state 1924.
Big cat.
Yeah. Lou Brock, Andres Galarraga. The big cat.
Big cat.
From Colombia. He's from South America somewhere.
Yeah.
Venezuela or Colombia, I can't remember. Boy, he could. He was really good with the Rockies. You want to talk about a terrifying lineup, man.
They had one out there with Bichette and
Larry Walker.
And they were loaded,
Golly.
man.
They would kill.
Already you just blow on the ball and it go out.
True.
You got those jokers up there hitting.
Antonio Gates, one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. Born in this state 1980. Blake Shelton.
Yep.
Some beach.
That's it.
Somewhere. Born on this state 1976. Lou Brock, I believe, still holds the record for steals in the National League. He was the greatest thief of all time until a young guy by the name of Ricky Henderson came along.
Yep.
And just blew his record out.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson just.
I mean, he just blew his record.
If he ever got on
to
base, it was.
he
might
was
as well give him second.
unbelievable. Sandy Alomar Jr., I believe he was the catcher on that 96, 95 Cleveland team that the Braves beat for the World Series. Roger Ebert of Siskel and Ebert.
Well, they hated each other. By
Movie,
the way.
yeah.
Really?
You talk about two guys, yeah.
Have you seen those outtakes?
I have not.
Yeah,
Really?
they hate each other.
They really?
Hate each other.
I've been going back and watched some reviews. It's so funny. I want to say, what was the movie that they were reviewing that neither one of them liked it, and it was, it's turned out to be like one of the greatest. Golly, I can't remember what it was. Maybe I'll think of it. Sir Paul McCartney.
Sir.
Paul McCartney. Born on this day, 19. He's 84 years old.
That's crazy.
Wow. He and Ringo, I guess, the only two left, right? Ringo's a little younger. Is that right?
Yeah, I think he
Maybe
is.
so.
I think he is.
We're not going to have the Beatles too much longer.
I know.
I mean, my goodness.
It's like Willie Nelson hanging on. He's the last of the-
True, yeah. And still doing concerts, huh?
I know.
Jeff Saturday, center for Peyton Manning for all those years in Indianapolis. Born on this date, 1975. And Isabella Rossellini. Born on this date, 1952. Daughter of Ingrid Bergman of Casablanca fame.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who the Rossellini. He was an Italian businessman or something.
Rossellini.
That she, beautiful, beautiful woman, by the way. But anyway, you don't see a lot of movie critics anymore either.
No.
I mean, it's all on the internet.
Everybody's a critic.
Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
That's a thing. But anyway, are you going to go see Disclosure Day?
Man, I don't know. It's crazy.
It's hitting a little close to home.
It really is.
Like
all this, the timing and all this stuff.
I don't think there's a coincidence with
No,
that.
I don't either. Hey,
I'll probably go see He-Man.
The government's behind. I'd definitely go.
I mean, that looks actually pretty good.
No, you got to.
I love that.
You got to go.
That
was the best cartoon ever.
I would agree. I may be second to
Who's your favorite
Scooby-Doo.
villain?
Ooh, wow.
Not Skeletor.
I mean, Skeletor was always great, but
the henchman.
I like Manny Faces.
Manny
remember
Faces.
him?
Oh yeah, man, still got all that stuff. Yeah. And then Merman and Beastman was all, but he was about dumb.
He was.
Well,
he was an idiot.
He fell for everything. No
That's
wonder he
true.
was stupid. He always ended up in a trap. Trap jaw was bad too.
Yeah. But He-Man's great. The first movie was terrible, but
this one won't be.
This one looks actually pretty good.
I also seen. Is it real or not? They're gonna come out with another Goonies.
I've heard that for a while. I think all this is AI.
Man, I wish they would. Though,
that would be cool to get the band. I mean, I'd love to see
that.
This
Would be an awesome remake. God,
I think all those people are still alive.
They are.
Well, except for
there's I think there's more.
Sloth. He's not long. Yeah, he's no longer with us. But all right, that's probably wrap up the show for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Hey, stay dry if you can.
Yeah.
He's Brad. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.